Hey Bookworms, we're going to do our weekly whimsy. We've got our hand throwing the coins. I thought this was a cool image. And I've got my acrylics over here. So I'm going to do a couple different things I think with this. I like to wing it when I do these videos. So that's part of the fun of it for me. So I've got a blue, a red, brown, green, light green, white, yellow ochre. I'm going to grab my big brush, all acrylic. If I didn't mention that, I can't remember. And I'm going to do a blue underpainting on this one. So let me get my brush a little wet. And I'm going to get my light blue. Now, if you find yourself that you have trouble with seeing the pencil marks, definitely just darken those up before you get started. I usually water it down well enough. Ooh, got a lot of water there. Oh my gosh, I'm making a mess. Okay. Pick some of this up. Too much water. There we go. Okay. Let me pick all of this up. I am making a huge mess apparently. Okay. So there is that. I'm going to get a new paper towel. And then I'm going to go ahead and start in on the painting. And I need to make myself like a skin tone. So I'm going to grab my flat brush. And I'm going to pick up, let's see, part of this yellow ochre. Put that there. Some of this white and a tiny bit of the red because it goes really far. So mostly yellow and white. We should start to get a pretty close to a skin tone. Pretty yellow still. Let's pick up some more white. I like that. So it's pretty dark, but I'm putting it onto blue. So I'll neutralize that a little bit. It's trying to pull up on me. Alright, so I've got the hand. Flatten this out. There's like too much paint in my brush. There we go. What I'm just going to do now is get the hand on here. And where is, oh, here. So I've got my tracer. I've got this here. I'm going to set it up above so I can see, just in case I start to lose my line a little bit. Which I should have put a little more of the pencil on here. And then let's see. Then we've got the finger down here. Okay. And then, so just so you know too, I actually took this tracer and tilted it this way when I traced it on. I did not mention that in the beginning. And then got the rest of the hand over here. Okay. Grab a little bit of water. And I like the blue sort of coming through on this. So I'm not going to try to make it really dark. And like cover the blue. I want that to peek through. I'm going to rinse my brush out really good. And then pull some of this out. Okay. Now I'm going to grab my blue again. And I'm going to put in some of that shadow. So you can see where the shadow is, where all those lines are. I'm going to put some of that back in with the blue. this around. Okay. I like it. I'm going to rinse my brush out. And I'm going to pick up some of this white. And then I'm going to hit the high points of the hand. Some yellow ochre. And you can see I'm not blending a lot. I'm trying to create it very much more of a stylized look here with my paint. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there for a minute. And then I have a gold pen. This is actually not acrylic, it's oil-based. It says pigment ink, so alcohol-based. I'm sorry, not oil. And I actually want to use this for my coins. It's pretty intense gold. It's neat. It's one of those ones you gotta pump though. Sometimes I make a mess of it. Thought this would be a neat effect though with the gold. Maybe. There we go. See, it just comes out so fast when it finally starts to flow. All right. And then we've got actual gold. Let's see, let me think. How should I do that? I think I want to put the, move my marker back here, maybe. Put the shadow in. I'm going to use brown. So I'm going to go right over those areas that I just put the dollar symbol in, so that I can see that. There we go. Okay, so now my plan, let's see if this will work, is to finish filling this in, and I'm hoping it'll create the shadow then. That looks pretty cool. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing with the edge and paint right along the edge to create the shadow of the coin here. No worries if you don't have a gold pen. You can definitely just use like yellow or even like a bronze color. Okay, so let's try this again. I'm gonna do the same thing down here. Let's see. So I've got the coin here. I'm just gonna go ahead and go in right with the brown. And then we've got the, now I am having trouble seeing my dollar sign here, so let's see. Might just have to fake it. You can sort of see it. There we go. And then got my other coin right here. I'm going to make the brown edge here. Very cool. I'm liking it a lot. Okay, I'm going to rotate this around. Get my last coin here. Okay. Oh, I realized I just missed this side of the coin over here. Thicken this up a little bit. Okay. And then I want to darken this side. All right. So now I'm going to let that dry a second, and then I'm going to put the gold on. While that is drying, though, I'm going to do a little more work on my hand. I think I need more white. Add a little more of this skin tone. Maybe not. Maybe I don't need white. Maybe I just need this. This looks weird right here. Let me fix this. This is like not the right shape. Get rid of some of that blue. There we go. That looks better. Okay. Grab my coin pen. I'm just going to leave the gap for the brown between. Okay, same thing over here. And I'm going to rotate this around and do this side. I still think I need to do more with my hand somehow, so I've got to think about what I'm going to do with that. Okay. That looks cool though. Hopefully I didn't just get that gold on me. Stuff's flipping everywhere. Okay. And then my hand. I think I'm going to use some brown. Darken up parts on my hand. I really want it a little more crisp. I feel like the coins are so prominent, and then this is sort of I don't know. Not sure I'm really liking that either. Blend some of this out. Let's see what happens. It's a little better, I guess. Okay, I think I'm gonna grab some darker blue, and I'm gonna do like a technique around the hand and the coins. I'll put my dark blue on here. Oh, I'm getting paint everywhere. Okay. And then I'm going to I'm going to go around my hand. You guys have seen me do this before where I sort of outline it and then blend it out. My thumb is sort of looking weird. I feel like that brown, I took it too thick. There we go. Alright, so now I'm going to grab some water and blend this out a little bit. Rinse out and grab more water and blend out even further. There we go. I'm liking that better. Okay. So I'm mainly just focusing on the hand right now. I'm not sure I want to go around the coins. To emphasize the movement and everything that's going on there with the hand throwing the coins. I think I'm pretty happy with this. I think this is giving me that definition I was wanting. Okay, almost done. Yep, I like that better. Okay. And then the other thing I see is I want to touch up some of this brown. So like right in here. I feel like I lost some of it. There we go. I like it. Okay, that's sort of cool. The only other thing that I don't think I'm going to do, but I considered when I started, was the lines and like putting those back in with the ink pen, but I sort of like the way this looks. I do like this, like I don't know if that'd be like motion lines or not, but I think I might do that. I'm trying to decide what I want to do though. If I do that, what color? I do like the way that looks though. Let me try some green. All right, I might regret this. Let's see. I don't know, it creates some interest. It's not exactly, I sort of like it. Okay. Let me see if I can, so you guys can catch the metallic. It sort of looks cool. It's a weird effect. The hand, I don't know if I need to add, I almost feel like I should add, here, let me hit it with my air gun. I think I am going to add some lines, like the ink part to this. I feel like it's still missing something. Guns make painting go so much quicker. Okay, I'm gonna grab my ink pen, and I think I'm gonna add some of those ink lines in here. Let's see. I think I'm liking that. Yep, I feel like that's what I needed. Okay. Add some more into here. That is pretty cool. All right. I'm not going to add quite as many as the original tracer has, but I definitely think that this has given me that look that I was wanting. And I'm using my number 5, my larger of the 3 that I have. And you can see how how you change the direction of the lines, how that creates like more shape to your painting. And then this way I go the other direction. And this. And draw this. Go around the coins. And then I've got the lines on the side of the coins here. There we go. That looks cool. I like that better for sure. Okay, let me pull this back up so we can see it. Yeah, I feel like that finished it off. All right, there we go. Very cool. All right, I'm excited to see your guys's. I hope you're enjoying the book, and I will see y'all soon. Bye.